Welcome inside the 12 Sports Zone, everybody. As high school athletics start and continue their 3-week period, it's important to know that North Central West Virginia has been going through a heat wave. Now, high school athletes know how hot it's been, but do they know what the surface temperature can reach? 149 degrees. Even though Monongalia County schools were given the go-ahead to play this week, the game scheduled here tonight at Trinity Christian High School against Wirt County will not be played due to Wirt's decision to forfeit. Something I'm really looking forward to, Ryan, is these two QBs matching up against each other. We all know what Fairmont Senior's Gage Michael brings to the table. One of the best, if not the best, dual-threat quarterbacks in the state. But we don't know really what his weapons are yet. You got to see them during practice, but, you know, you never know when it's game time. Football Friday, everyone. Welcome inside the 12 Sports Zone. Welcome inside East West Stadium. I'm here just ahead of the matchup between the Fairmont Senior Polar Bears and Spring Valley. You said it, one of the state's oldest rivalries, the Mohawk Bowl. I'm here at Tony Lewis Field, the home of tonight's Mohawk Bowl. And we have a Mohawk Bowl first-timer, head coach Sean Visor for the Mohegans. What's it like to be a part of one of the state's oldest rivalries? Would you ever think two high school teams 3.5 hours away could be rivals? Well, playing each other 4 consecutive years in the postseason and trading wins has turned into an old-fashioned rivalry here in the state of West Virginia. One of those teams calls Fairmont home.
Fairmont Senior falls in heartbreaking fashion.
Thanks, Dylan. Happy now to be joined by Huskies headman Darren Hayes. Now, Coach, you were able to record a W last week. Fairmont Senior wasn't able to play a game at all. Do you think that'll be any kind of advantage for you tonight? Mohegans head coach Sean Visor. Now, Coach, you recorded your first win as a Mohegan last week, but what stood out to your team? What was successful for you last week?
Well, we were just
sitting down today with the newly promoted Salem baseball head coach JT Heenan. What better place to do it than your home field here at Frank Loria? Thanks for joining us today. Yep. John Cole saying his kids brought a lot of heart here tonight, and he said when we were even interviewing him, go interview the players. I mean, they did it. They were on the field. You know, they won this ball game tonight.
Yeah, huge win for those.
A big thing that Chris Simpson stressed to me was just that he really feels for his seniors. It was supposed to be their senior night at Wirt County, and you and I know how that feels being high school athletes, having your senior night taken away and your first game of the season.
Yeah.
And talking about your opponent, Braxton County, a team that had to forfeit their first game because they didn't have enough players due to, you know, number issues here. They've picked up 2 wins since then, and they've not only picked up wins, but they've shut out teams. What are they looking like as an opponent to you tonight? And I don't know if you're going to believe it, but I was actually outside on the football field at a real live practice this morning. Take a look. Welcome inside the 12 Sports Zone, everyone. As we expected, during Governor Jim Justice's news briefing this afternoon came a big announcement regarding high school sports. We had one area high school football game scheduled for tonight. Unfortunately, that game wasn't played. Trinity Christian was scheduled to host Wirt County, but earlier today, Wirt County forfeited the game due to where Trinity Christian School is located in Mon County. Absolutely, Gage Michael, Gage Michael, Gage Michael. There's nothing this kid can't do, really, but that young defense played their hearts out. They played lights out defense. I think everyone on the Fairmont Senior team had more heart than Spring Valley tonight.
What?
As we get closer to the postseason for high school fall sports, the color-coded map may be a season ender for some schools. Sean Visor era in Morgantown, Chris Simpson era at Trinity, both picking up the W tonight's got to be the best thing we saw tonight.
For sure.
Another Sunday with a high school football game. We like to call this one the Pepperoni Roll Bowl. Both Fairmont and Clarksburg claim to be home of the Pepperoni Roll, so let's battle it out football style. A highly anticipated high school football game played today right here in Clarksburg as 2 local teams hope to inch closer to the Super 6. Yeah, Don, it's a crazy time to have football playoffs. Week to week, you really have to be ready to expect the unexpected. We saw a lot of that during the past few weeks, but in the upcoming week, we see something we have never seen before in Class Single A during Ritchie County's game against Greenbrier East. Had fans vote for the top player in the region. Nearly 1,000 votes came in just 24 hours.
Yeah, tons of votes.
And aside from football, the announcement of the winter sports being postponed by Governor Jim Justice today got a lot of heat on Twitter.
Yeah.
Of course, this was the reaction, though, especially when football's being played now. Soccer finished up. I think cheer did competitions and stuff like that indoors, and volleyball indoors as well. So obviously, teams are upset, coaches are upset, players, parents, everyone's pretty upset, as we can see some of the reactions here on the screen. Continuing with that and switching from college to high school, West Virginia high school is currently set to play all sports in the fall. Ohio is planning the same, but that's not the case in all surrounding states.
Yep, that's exactly.
Some great news to end your Monday. A local basketball star standing out on the big stage. That's right, I'm talking about Clarksburg's very own Jared West. That's right, Don. Unfortunate news today for anyone involved with high school athletics as Governor Justice pushed back the start date of winter sports until the spring. In Mountain East Conference basketball continues tonight. Ryan Decker joins us now with a look at a big matchup tonight in Fairmont. Ryan. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia saw each other on the ice again tonight. And all I gotta say is if you can't take the heat, stay out of Philly. Real talk, though. What's going on, sports fans? Former WVU basketball star Deshaun Butler returned to North Central West Virginia Wednesday night, not to play, but to coach. But it's Friday night with lots of high school basketball. You know the drill. A couple of high school games involving Morgantown-based teams tonight. A local wrestler battled through adversity in his senior season through the pandemic and through injury, and still managed to secure a spot on a college roster.